It's time for you to learn a little bit more about Frankie Manning and learn some of his favorite moves. Some of these are moves he taught regularly at workshops. Some of them were moves that he did on the social floor a lot, and some of them are moves inspired by Frankie. The first one is for leaders. Frankie talked about bowing to your partner on 1 and 2, or on the rock step. So for the leaders, we're just going to stretch down, left foot back and right foot front, and you just do a little bit of a bow to your partner there on 1 and 2. And we would just put that in a swing out. So he would do a 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This next stylization is called heels. It's a really fun variation in your footwork. Now remember with stylization, you can do different things with your feet, but it should feel the same on top. So either the leader or the follow could choose to do this stylization. Just make sure that you don't add any extra up on top so that it feels just like a regular swing out to your partner. So we do our heels stylization on counts 1 and 2, and it's just a simple lift up onto your heels and throw your arm back. Now that stylization comes on 1 and 2. There's 2 ways I saw Frankie teach this move. The first one, we're just going to do a regular triple step and finish our swing out. So a 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, triple step. And make sure on the triple step, you're going to need to keep both feet on the floor. Instead of normally we shift our weight on the triple step, we're going to do a triple down. Make sure both feet are on the ground into our heels. So here we go. A 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, triple down, up, down, triple step, 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 triple down, up, down. The second method, instead of doing a triple step on our 7 and 8, we're just going to do a step step so we can really plant our feet. So we go a 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, step, step, up, down, triple step, 5, 6, step, step, up, down, 3 and 4, 5, 6, step, step, up, down. You may be familiar with an old song called Pecks. Frankie would call this dance move Pecks, and it's just a neck, front and back. Now Frankie liked to use Pecks all over the place. My 2 favorites that I remember him teaching, one was just in a freeze. So if you find yourself in a closed position or an open position and you have a great hit in the music, Pecks are a great way to accent the music and just chill out with your partner. The second one that he liked to teach was in the promenade. Now if you're familiar with the Lindy ladder, we call this one the he goes promenade because the leader is going to go first. Now when we do our walk, we're going to add Pecks. A peck, a triple step. 1, 2, triple step, peck, triple step. 1, 2, triple step, peck, triple step. Our last stylization is one that Frankie taught a lot in various different moves. We're going to show you 2 ways you can implement it. And of course, Frankie had lots of ways he liked to use this foot pattern. So we're going to show you from behind and show you the footwork first, and then we'll put it in 2 different moves. So our stylization has 2 kicks and then 2 ball changes. For the follows, if we're using the stylization, we're going to end up kicking with the left leg first and leaders with the right leg first. So we have 2 kicks, a kick, and then the same leg is going to have 2 ball changes. Ball change, ball change. So that whole stylization, we have a kick, a triple step. But that triple step, of course, gets 4 steps, 2 ball changes. So first we're going to take this stylization inside a Lindy promenade. We're going to make this one a she goes promenade. So we're going to start with a rock step triple, and Mark's going to move me in front of him. A rock step, triple step. So that was our she goes. And from here we're going to use our stylization. Follows, I'm using the left leg, and leaders the right leg. We have our 2 kicks, kick, a triple step. And we're going to use that double ball change. The leader is going to use that to move back to the side of the follow. So once again, a rock step, triple step, kick, a kick. So we can take the same stylization. This is one typically that the leaders will use, but since it's a stylization, the follow could use it as well at any point. We just want to make sure we're not communicating anything different up here and just allowing our legs to do something different We're going to use our stylization on count 7 of our swing out. So we have a 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, kick, a triple step. And the follows could do it as well. So if the follows were going to choose to do it, we have a 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, kick, a triple step, and finish our swing out. So if the follow chose to use the stylization, again it's going on count 7. We have a 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4. A 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Frankie always had some really unique and interesting combinations of moves that he would put together into some really great patterns. So this one is a Texas Tommy into Suzie cues. We're going to start in open position, and we're going to start that Texas Tommy, 3 and 4. Now from here, as the follow is coming out on 5 and 6, Mark's going to take his hand that's free and tuck it behind his back, and as he places that hand there, I'm going to reach for it. And then he has to kind of lean away from me here so that there's some space, and we're connected already in this hand. As he leans away, we're in prime position to go right into some Suzie cues with this sort of reverse cuddle position. So let's cover that in a little more detail. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have step, step, and around, and then into our Suzie cues. Let's go over that footwork in a little more detail. So we start our Texas Tommy, 1, 2, triple step. Now follows, we're going to get 3 steps, and leaders, you're only going to get 2 steps, and then you're going to need to hold the 3rd beat. So we have a step, step, step for the follows, hold for the leaders, and then I see Mark's hand, I reach for it. We have a kick together into our Suzie cues. All right, let's put it together with counts. A 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 8, and 1, 2, 3. Next, we're going to work on a couple of leaders' turns. Frankie always had some great variations on what he called a leader's turn. For a leader's turn, leads, you're going to lift your arm up and then bring yourself under the hand connection rather than sending your follow somewhere. So we're going to do 2 moves with this leader's turn. The first one is a simple 6 count leader's turn. So we have a 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. You'll notice Mark has a little bit of a hip lead out of this turn. 1, 2, 3, and 4. He reaches around to give me just a little bit of a turn. You can still lead this without that because the follows should be looking for the leader's shoulders on that last triple step either way, but it adds kind of a cool stylization to reach on the side. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So we can do that same leader's turn out of a swing out. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This was a move I remember learning from Frankie at a workshop in Salt Lake City, Utah, actually. And it starts with a side pass or an underarm pass, but we're in cross hand, right to right. We're going to do a 6 count underarm pass, a rock, step, triple step, triple step. Now on that last triple step, the leaders need to just cross a little bit to the right, and then we catch in this cuddle position. I am on Mark's left side, so from here, my right foot is free, and his left foot is free. But we're going to go into Charleston, and normally Charleston, we're on this side of each other. So this ends up being a little bit of a reverse Charleston with the inside leg doing the rock step and the outside leg doing the kicks. So all together, we have a rock step, triple step, rock step, kick, kick, and kick. A 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the around the world portion, we're going to do about half of a swing out and end palm to palm, 2, 3, and 4. And from here, Mark has his hand on my back, so we're in closed position. He's going to lead me under just like a tuck turn. So I'm going to go through the arms, and as I come out, Mark's going to do a turn himself while pushing against me, so I do an additional turn. So we'll show you from this side. We do half of a swing out and in closed position, then under like a tuck turn, and then he's going to give me an extra spin as he spins around. After we finish with the turns, Frankie always likes to go into points. So we point at our partner, and we have a foot in front. For the follows, it's the right foot, and for the leaders, it's the left. We're going to point away from our partner, and we always take that foot with us. So follows, the right foot goes back as your left finger goes back, and for leaders, it's the opposite. And then we bring it back, and usually Frankie did a 1, 2, 3. So all together, our points, we do our partner, away, and a 1, 2, 3. So here's the whole move, around the world with points. We start that swing out, into our turn, and around, and a 1, and a back, and a 1, 2, 3. One variation that we see a lot for around the world is to catch the shoulder instead of the back. So it's just like closed position, but when we get to closed position, Mark brings his hand to my shoulder instead of around my back, and then the rest of the move is the same. It's kind of a fun variation Frankie liked to use. Feel free to try either one. Frankie loved to use this particular pattern of chugs. Now, a chug is when we slide on our toes and lift up our heels, so we could do it with 2 feet. Frankie would usually separate the feet into like a butt-on. And so in this particular move, we're going to have follows right then left, and leaders left then right. And we have a and 1, and then we're going to go back using the same foot pattern, and 2, and then we're going to have a fast, 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 or an in and out and in. So Frankie liked to use this pattern in open position as just a fun thing to do with your partner. So we would have an in, an out, an in, an out, an in. And sometimes he would add his little finger point inside of those chugs, or you can just do something silly along with it. We're going to take those chugs, or our inny-outy pattern. We're going to do it out of a send-out. So we start our send-out, a rock step, triple step. Mark's going to let go of our hand connection and let me continue this direction and catch my hips for the second triple step, Now from here, we're going to go together. We're going forward first. Now follows, in this position, I'd probably choose my left leg just because I'm in more of a tandem position. But if you went with your right leg on these chugs, I don't think it would matter at all. So we're going to go forward first, a front, a back, a front, a back, a front. So we could do our front, and back, and front, and back. Use that back to turn around, and you could catch it right there into a triple step, or just turn it around and jump, and into the next move. So let's put this all together. We have a 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, Another stylization you could do out of that, instead of the 3 fast ones at the end, leaders, you could give her a little bit of a free turn from either hip and get her back to open positions. One of my favorite things about Frankie, dancing with him and watching him, is that he loved to have fun. This is a move he taught at several workshops, and he called it BALLROOMIN because it has a really nice ballroomy type of shape to it. Really, it's just a he goes promenade, but instead of just doing a regular walk forward on our promenade, walk, Frankie did a little bit of a skip and added a circle in it. So we'll show you the move first, and then we'll add in that ballroomin style. So we start with a he goes promenade, rock step, triple step. Now from here, we're going to add hop step, or some skips around in a circle, a skip, and then we're going to finish that move with a triple step, bringing the follow back to the leader's side. Now Frankie liked to do this ballroomin style. On his rock step, he would go down really low, so we have a rock step, and then the leader goes in front on the triple step, and during that triple, he would bring this arm nice and high, so we have this lovely ballrooming shape, and then around the circle we go. So all together, we have a 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 1, 2. One of Frankie's fun things to do is a little bit of a hip slide or more of a chasse. So what we would do if we're here with two hands, we want to bring down our front leg here so that our back leg steps first on these chasses. And Frankie would sometimes just get you to open position and just do a little bit of a shake with those. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. And he might add a little bit of a wiggle inside of it. So we could do this just for a whole 8 count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Frankie would also take those sort of chasses in a swing out on the second half. So we're going to get to closed position in our swing out. And then from here, he would bring up his hand and he would always say, follow your hand. And we're doing our chasses out to the side to finish our 8 count and following that hand. And you could really go for as long as you want. Frankie loved to have fun and would sometimes throw you off by adding more of those or less of those. So again, we go to closed position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here's another one Frankie loved to do when he was feeling in a fun mood with his partner. He would get his partner to tandem position, and instead of catching the hands, he would catch the follow on the shoulders or on the biceps, and then go into some swivels, and he would twist with the follow. So we would have some twists here together in tandem, and then at some point he would add a free turn and catch the follow and open, and then give it some shimmies. So the way Mark and I like to do this one, and you can get into tandem position however you like, we're going to do a boing boing turn. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he's going to catch my shoulders right here, go straight into a left twist, and then add that free turn around